Welcome back to the channel, people. I'm taking you on a little journey today. We're going to do a little vlog. You're coming to work with me today. I've got a little private job on. If you're like me, you like the finer things in life. It's good to have what I think the Americans call it, or maybe you youngsters call it, a little bit of a side hustle. So, oops, my little side hustle. Oh, go for that. Right. I do a little bit of photography work, website design, etc. part time. I used to do it full time. I used to do years and years ago. I'll start from the beginning. I might have mentioned this before. Let's do this window up a bit. Years and years ago, I sort of happened upon. I'm talking about the good old days. I was on the internet and I found a little a 360 degree like image of a hotel that we was going to book. Long time ago now. Must have been 15 years ago. And I thought, that's great. I love a bit of technology. I thought, how do they do that? So I looked into it. And I bought the equipment. I joined some forums. I think this must have been before Facebook. I joined some forums and got involved in it and splashed out and tricked myself to, I think the lens at the time was like an £800 fisheye lens, a Canon camera body. And I bought a few more bits over the following years. Bought a few more bits. This road's so narrow, by the way, this one. Pause. Oops. On the wing mirror, love. Bought a few more bits over the years, and then I started doing it as a hobby. 360 degree virtual tour photography was like a hobby of mine. Then out of the blue once, years later, I kept hold of the gear, did it as a hobby, these 360 images, and I did it on holidays and that, beaches and stuff like that, just for like my own benefit. I was on Twitter, what used to be called X, which used to be called Twitter a little while ago, wasn't it? And I was on X, or Twitter, I prefer the name Twitter actually. I was on there and I happened upon something about these virtual tours that Google were doing. And then they started, it's part of Street View, so you got Street View, Google Maps and Street View, where you can walk down the street. And Google set up a system where you could go inside businesses, and what they were doing, they were looking for people to do it on a self-employed basis. So in the old days, I applied, and you had to take some examinations, online examinations. Already had the kit already. Fantastic little hobby, fantastic little sideline actually. So I set up a small business doing that. Loved it, absolutely loved it. Some of the best years of my life was doing that. I was in a job at the time, but I started doing that part-time. It became more and more, I got busier and busier. So, bloody hell, there's some lorries down here. So I'm behind a dick in front. So I got busier and busier at work, doing my private work. And at the time I had the whole of the Essex area, but then other people jumped on board. Google opened up to as many people as they want. Basically became a free-for-all, which is a shame. The quality went down the pan, but I always stuck by doing my quality work. We got to the stage where people were knocking on doors of businesses. But what it basically is, you go inside a business and you take 360 degree virtual tour photography of their rooms and restaurants and shops, etc. And you upload it to Google Maps. And at the time, in the old days, you had to pass like certain certification, which I did. Me and a couple of friends passed that, and I met a few guys online, and we set up our own little group. So we got some big contracts. We could tackle big contracts over the UK, but that sort of like died a bit of a death. We're still friends on Facebook and that, but well, it's got a lot quieter now. I know a couple of guys that are doing it full time still, and they're doing very well at it. But you know, when you got bills to pay, regular bills to pay, it went a bit quiet. But at the time, at its peak, I mean, Google were pushing it, and at its peak, we was all busy. And I was promoting it myself as well, doing leaflets, websites, knocking on doors. But always, in the end, I took a back seat slightly. I thought, let all the idiots knock on doors and do these little corner shops. That's not, to me, what it's about. What it's actually about is being able to walk into a nice restaurant. So I sort of have stuck to some nice specific jobs. The job I'm going to today is like a training centre. they reached out to me the other week and said, well, I'll give them a price, do this job. I've not done one for ages, so I had to make sure the gear was up to scratch the other night, and so I'm looking forward to doing it. But you got the cameras preset, but I'll go through with you later on the settings for the camera, which I've done before in the past. And then what we'll get back home to my little office in a spare room in my home, and I'll show you how to sort of edit the photographs and upload and create the and I'll send you a link to the final result. But I like to think I've always done quality work. I mean, one of the best times ever, I did a casino in Southend, and then I did another casino. I did a casino in Southend, and I was just photographing 5 car showrooms, and I sent the link that morning of the casino to another casino, their rival casino. And I said, look, this is what I've done. You can walk into this casino, look all around it, blah blah. They looked at it, and within 5 minutes they phoned me up. And I just photographing 5 car showrooms back to back that day, and the media guy phoned me up and said, look, we love what you're doing, can you come and do our casino? Then I did their casino. Then they said, well, can you do another casino? And then they turned around and said to me, look John, we love the work so much, the concept of it, can you do? So I think there's 30, 40 of these casinos all over the UK. So I chucked, at that point then I had to make a decision, so I chucked my full-time job in. I chucked my full-time job in, and I went for it, and I travelled all over the UK, brilliant times, stayed in hotels and that, loved it. Up in the morning, do a photo shoot early morning. I was doing two. I think I did the max. I did 2 casinos a day, which was good. Then travelled to the next one, the next one. But I've always liked that. I picked some quality work. When we were friends with Russia a while back, I did. I think it's called a Volga Napa, the largest aircraft carrier that can land at Stansted Airport. There's a larger aircraft that's unable to land at Stansted Airport, but this is the largest aircraft that can land at Stansted Airport. I did a virtual tour of that. I've done 2 private planes at Stansted Airport. I've done some boats. I think he's pulling off left. No, he's not. He's in the wrong lane. Good. Well, mate. No indication in the wrong lane. Good. That's what I like. I've done some 3 barges down at Malden in Essex, where you can walk on the barges and you can go underneath the barges, where they hire out for parties and stuff like that. I've always done some nice, in my opinion, nice work. It's nice now because I've got a full-time job, so I can pick and choose what I want to do, you know. It's still a bit of a hobby for me, and I can earn out of it. This is my bunks money, basically. As I said at the beginning of this conversation, it's nice to have a little bit of a... It's nice to have a couple of quid extra, you know. Then if you're in your pub sheds and whatever, you know, you're fishing, and you got a family, the money, holidays, and money can go towards that, can't it? So that's where we're going today, anyway. Yeah, I've always done some nice job. What have I done? Cut 3 aircraft, barges. Another job we got flown to. Jill and I got flown to a hotel. It must be online still. We got flown to a hotel in Guernsey, which was nice. First time I've been on a little plane with propellers. A company approached me and they said they wanted to do some, I'm not sure it's called the Flying Pig or something, this hotel. Really nice boutique hotel on Guernsey Island. Never been there before in my life. They messaged me and said, do you want to photograph this hotel for us? So I whacked on the price of the flight, and it was at Stansted Airport. Everyone's catching these massive big planes, and our little plane turned up with the old propellers on the side. Only about 10 of us on the plane. Fantastic little trip that was. Stayed in the hotel for free. Well, I whacked on the price. Stayed in the hotel and photographed the rooms and that as we was there for a long weekend. That was good. And another lovely job. Before I say goodbye, and I'll see you when we get to the location of this job, another lovely job was Duncan Bannatyne, the entrepreneur in the UK. He's got a chain of hotels, the Bannatyne Hotel Group. I do believe he still owns them. They contacted, his media guy contacted me and asked me to do the hotels that he owns. I think there's 4 or 5 hotels. So I travelled around and stayed in each of his hotels. When I got to the final hotel, I'll never forget this, when I got to the final hotel in Hastings, which was on my way back to my where I live, my home. I was in the bar, so I got there one evening from one hotel to the other. Got there one evening. went down to the bar for lunch and a drink. I could hear his voice at the bar. I recognised his voice, really distinctive voice. And I couldn't remember his name, so I had to do a little private video call to Jill, my other half, and it was Tony Blackburn. I said, I've got Tony Blackburn on the next table in this hotel. And there's a right raucous crowd at the end of the bar, or the restaurant area. And I met this young couple at the bar that were there on their, I think they was there on their honeymoon or something, or whatever. I can't remember, anniversary treat, you take them a treat away. And they found out that it turned out to be, they was filming that old, it used to be a sheep show, I can't remember what it's called now. One man and his dog or something, but it's like about sheep herding. They tried to revitalise that show, so they got all the, I wouldn't say the Z-listers, but I've looked round, Anton de Beck's there, Tony Blackburn's there, what's the woman's name from Birds of a Feather, I can't remember, the one does, she's always on TV, the older one. She was there, she's quite vocal, you could hear her a mile off. The other one from, I think, Homes Under Hammer, or one of those shows, I can't remember, she was there. Anton de Beck actually let me buy a drink in front of him because he was getting a big round for his crowd. That's my only one, not a massive regret. I wish I'd asked for a selfie, because that would have been the best selfie. There must have been 12 to 15 stars, shall we say, TV presenters, actors, well, actors, actually not really, TV presenters, TV personalities, should we say. I could have got a massive selfie, but I didn't have the balls. I normally have. I know I was sitting on the next table having my breakfast to, what's her name, the woman from Birds of a Feather? Joyce? No. And Anita Dobson, is that it? Anita Dobson? She was on EastEnders, wasn't she? No, that's a different woman. No, it's not Anita Dobson. Doesn't matter, people. I'll catch you later. I'm going to say goodbye now. I'll see you at the other end. We've got an hour's drive. I've left a bit late. When you do these sort of jobs, they said, what time do you want to start? I said 10:30. A, I didn't want to get too early, and B, I wanted to try and miss the traffic, hopefully, but I don't think you're ever going to miss the traffic. It's only A12 in Essex with the amount of roadworks going on. But I don't think it's a two-storey building. It's a training centre, so it's nothing fancy. It's a training centre, two-storey building. They want a couple of shots in the car park, apparently, a couple of shots in the training rooms, and I think they want in the canteen here and stuff like that, so it shouldn't take too long if everything goes to plan. I've done a couple of trial shots last night. Had a communication error between the lens and the camera, which was a bit daunting. I thought, oh no, because I keep everything clean and tidy. I'm not used for ages, but I've done it, gave it a little twist. It works all right now, so hopefully it goes to plan. I've got a GoPro in the car here. I've got a GoPro on a neck mount I've bought. I might show you in another video. And I might try and do a little vlog. I'll have a little word with the guy that I'm meeting there, see if I can do a little vlog while I'm there, show you, set the camera up and show you how I sort of do the job, basically. If you're interested, of course. If you're not, don't bother. I'll catch you again soon, people. I'm now going to enter the A12 and put my foot down a little bit, I think. What's the time now? So it's 20. I left a little bit late. The flipping screw. And these are obviously prescription glasses, and I have prescription sunglasses, which are the same as these, but brown. The screw fell out about 4 or 5 days ago. Couldn't find it anywhere, and I cannot get a screw to fit. So eventually I got taken to the optician. So I was trying to transfer a screw and go, oh, nightmare. So I'm now driving without sunglasses, but I'm all right. I think I'll have to suffer. You know, I lost your eye about you from flipping sunglasses when it's sunny, of course. I'll catch you in a bit, people, when I'm down the other end at the location. Hopefully it'll go to plan. I know there's roadworks there because I was down that manor last week in Clacton. If you watch that Clacton video, it's near the same area basically. I could have done it on the same visit really. So it's an hour drive down there. 40 minutes. It's come up yellow on my little phone. The wrong lane really. I don't know why I'm on this lane better there. Suspiciously, this lane's empty. Oh, what's he doing? Oh. Men kitchens. Tuck in front of this lorry. Round we go. A12 north. So it's Colchester way off the back street somewhere. Yeah, all the lorries in that middle lane because I think they need to take a wide berth, that's why. Because they overlap the lanes, don't they? We're nearly there now, people, so I thought I'd pop back on and
exit the roundabout onto St Andrews Avenue.
Have a quick chat. Yeah, I can't remember what to say now. We're a couple of minutes away, stuck in a bit of traffic. The worst thing about these jobs is getting to the job.
Continue on St Andrews Avenue for half a mile.
Getting on the job and getting back. When you're actually there setting up, it's quite nice. In the old days, I used to do jobs. I used to go and price jobs up. I don't bother anymore. Just get someone to tell me how many rooms it is. Give me a rough idea of the property size. I can go on Google Maps, have a little look at the property and give them a price. What I was going to say was, Google don't promote this business anymore, but if you do want more information, let me know. It's still a fantastic method of publicising your business, because when you search Google or Google Maps for a business, and you come say you're looking for like an Indian restaurant, for instance, or whatever business you run, if you've got a business premises, the people can actually like zoom in and you get some more photographs, and you get the option there on the photographs, you get the option to look inside. It
in
says,
a quarter of a mile at Greenstead roundabout,
it comes
take
up,
the second exit and stay on St Andrews Avenue.
See inside, so you can press the see inside button, people can actually see inside and have a look around, which means, you know, someone can see it if you've got a restaurant in particular, or a hairdresser's salon or something like that. Someone have a little look around. If you're proud of your business and you built it up, and like, you're proud of what you want to show the public, you know, what you've got. It's a fantastic method of promotion. I still rate it. Google don't promote it so much anymore. They promote it on Google, but they don't promote it like personally, if you know what I mean. They don't sort of like employ people to do it much anymore. It's not a, but anyone can jump aboard and do it really, but you need the right equipment really. Some people use these sort of 360 cameras, but the image quality is not as good. So, got to manoeuvre some dodgy little roundabouts here, so I'm going to say goodbye and I'll see you when we're at the location, I think. We'll see you in a bit.
Court.
Right. We're here somewhere.
Take the next right onto Phoenix Court, then turn right to stay on Phoenix Court.
I think it's next, I recognise Juicens. Oh, I think it's called, right.
Take the next right to stay on Phoenix Court, then turn left to stay on Phoenix Court.
Right, Juicens. GFM, it's not GFM, is it? It's TL, something I'm looking for. We're bloody driving up and down there all morning, I think. Where are we going? GFM.
Take the next left to stay on Phoenix Court, then your destination will be on the right.
It's over the back there. Can I get through there? JTL. Or was that a dead end? Taking the wrong route here, but don't matter. Oh, I found it. Well, we made it. Wasn't too bad. It's just a couple of roundabouts up the road, which is a bit of a nightmare. So I've just got to get the gear out. I met the guy, nice fella. Made me a nice cup of tea, so that shouldn't take long. There's the building there, look. So I'm getting the tripod up, and then we've got the panoramic head there. Always turn it clockwise so it screws up and doesn't unscrew. And let me get the gear out and have a little play about. So we'll get the camera out here. These are fantastic. Wireless remotes. New batteries in there. Take the camera out. Take the lens out. This is the thing you want. Lens on there. Done. That's on there. It's always nice when you turn up the job, you've got some nice pleasant people to meet you. The guy seems alright, he's on his own. I've got a feeling he might stay out of your way, which is nice. Just show me what to do and I'm off doing it. Remote goes in there, like so. That's tightened up, like that. And then I put the remote trigger over my neck, like that. And that triggers the photograph when we switch it on. And that's it, that'll do, I think. Right. goes on here, like so. Take that cap off, switch on, go about head height, and all the settings are ready. I've got that at f8, ISO 400, aperture value. So all we've got to do now is go into the menu, open the aperture right up like so. So that takes 3 shots. Right, I'm ready. When the remote's switched on, it's ready to go. Let's close this up. So that's the equipment set up and ready on the camera, on the tripod. Switched on, ready. Battery's full. You can see, if you can see that, I'm not sure if you can see that, but I've got the aperture at ±3, so it's taking 3 shots, 9 shots, 12 shots, sorry, per panorama. So let's pop in there, have a cup of tea, and get the job done. So I've had a quick look around the property with the young man that's here, checked out all the rooms, 5 or 6 rooms. He's just going to get me some door wedges, because I haven't got any door wedges. Upstairs there's 3 doors, I like them open permanently really if I can, so I'm getting them wedged open. And then we're going to, I'm going to start, he's planning about making some wedges up I think, God bless him. And then I'm going to go outside while he's doing that and make some, I'm not making anything, I'm going to start doing my shoots. Pull that door shut. Yeah, it's a brand new training facility for electricians, I do believe, like apprentice electricians, so it's looking really, looks like a lovely place. Pull this door shut. That's it, right. Have a look around this, looks a lovely place. So basically I'm going to do a virtual tour of this. And I'll show you with my other camera how we go about doing that. I'll pop outside now and set up. Right, I'm up and running now. There we go, look. So I'll show you, I've got the doors wedged open there. So I'm just going to go straight through this room now, training centre. Carry the gear through into here. Actually, I might do one here because I need to be able to join that up, I think. Tell you what, I've got to do one here really. Let's do one here. Do one here first, so we just go level it up like so with a bubble. 3 shots there. Thing with this wireless remote, you can hide out the shots and out of the mirror, reflections in windows and stuff like that. That's it. I'm going to do one over here to the doorway. Quickly give it a quick level on the bubble. Another 3, 6, 9 and 12. Alright, through we go to here, to the training centre. Immaculate training centre this is. So just quickly, the idea of doing the 12 shots is 3, 6, 9, 12. 3 shots, normal exposure, overexposed, underexposed, and then I overlay them, create an HDR shot. You get highs, lows, mid ranges, etc. Then you end up with 4 images. So 12 images becomes 4 images. 4 images becomes a panorama, 360 panorama. Jobs are good. Do another quick one here. 3, 6. Coming up really, the photography comes up really nice. The images are fantastically sharp. There you go. I've done that shot already. Just check, go through them so you got the. That's your ladder one. Right, that's it. So it should be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dark's dark, but there you go, it works out. I'll go over to I think I'll go over to here, the far corner. And then we'll go through into that room there. Like so, just level it up again. And off we go. That'll do. Right, let's crack on with that now. Right, that's downstairs done. I'm now upstairs. Shooting these three rooms. Got door wedges under the doors, that's fine. Little bits of cardboard, that'll be right. Actual fact, I'm right. Places you've got door wedges now, proper door wedges. That's a bit better. There. You can see that. That's hidden right that one there. So long I should do this. Right. Go for it, shall we? Go on, one out. Six. Right. The last few shots now, 3, 6. Not even 11 o'clock yet. 8, 9. Yeah, gone up there, that's lovely. It's 11, 12, so I just got to go back to here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's it, I think I'm done. That's it, people. Time to pack away, take my door wedges out and drive back home and edit the images. I'll join you later on the computer. First things first, get back home, get the images off the SD cards onto the off the SD card onto the computer, safe and sound on an external drive. And that's done. I'll say goodbye to the guy there, I think his name's Roger, and tackle the traffic. I'll see you in a bit. I think that's it, people. Right, that, my friends, is a wrap. Load the motor up, the camera gear, shoot home, and go to my little office indoors and put the images onto the drive. External drives are nice and safe. And I'll see you later on when we do the editing. So for now. My first job is to get the images off of the camera's SD card onto the computer. I'll put them onto an external drive. I've got a handful of external drives I use. Currently using this Crucial X8 one, solid state drive, which has been doing me fine so far. I think I've got a couple of them now. So I've got my vlog in there. Ignore that. That's the vlog you're watching now. Hopefully, original images are in there. So that's all the shots I've taken. So if I minimise that, and it'll come down like so. There should be 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They're the ones that are going to be merged. Okay. So if I come down here, there's no odd number, so I know I've taken the right amount of images. That's brilliant. Photomatics Pro, batch bracketed photos. Select the folder. I've pre-selected it anyway just before I did this video. So JLT training, original images. Click that. Select filter. Don't worry about filtering. I want to merge 3 images at a time because I took 3 at 0, 3 at 90, 3 at 180, 3 at 270. That's my 12 images. I had to think about that then. So it automatically puts it in a subfolder within that folder. So it'll create a subfolder within there. You can alter it and put custom, but it's fine where it is. Saves it a JPEG. I work with JPEGs from now on, so it's fine. I've shot in JPEG. Sometimes you can shoot in RAW. It's up to you. Depends how much work you want to do, how much processing you want to do. I always run this filter. I bought this years ago from a guy called Trey Ratcliffe, Au Naturel. There's loads of filters built in, and then you can add extra filters, up to you. I work with that. I've I check these boxes here: image alignment, yes; noise reduction, crop align image, ghost removal. Shouldn't really need ghost removal. It might slow it down slightly, but there's no one walking around, so there's no ghosting. Contrast none, sharp. I like a little bit of mild sharpening. Click run. It's going to load 3 images. It's going to apply noise reduction. It's then going to apply the filter to the 3 images. So it should load image 2, 3 and 4. Oh, sorry, it's going to align them first, then it's going to process with the filter I've chosen. So it should load image and work on image 2, 3 and 4. I think the next image then should be 5, shouldn't it? Let's have a look. Yep, 5. It'll do 5, 6 and 7. And it'll overlay those 3 images, which creates your HDR image. So that's that done. All images have been finished. You see there it says batch processing and bracketed photos. Come down here. Batch successfully completed. Results are in JTL training. Original images of photomatic results. So we close that down. We're done, and then we go and check the other images. Here they are in the folder. So you can see my external drive on the end there. Within this folder we have these are the original images, originals, and then we come up here, we've got Photomatics results. Double click on that, all images processed, lovely and sharp. Now if we go minimize, well not minimize as such, now we've dragged that out, we should have 4 now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So each 4 images is now ready to be processed into a panorama. If we scroll down, it should be all in 4s. If they're all in 4s like that, we know we've got a good set of images. Brilliant. You can just see, even look at the thumbnails, how sharp they are. We now go into PT GUI Pro, which I've had for years and years and years. Got a problem with my graphics card at the moment because it wants me to update, I think. OpenCL, but it works okay because if you go to Tools, Options, Advanced, and then uncheck that there, so you don't want to use OpenCL. I'm sure if I updated it, the software, but it's because it's so old now, they want me to pay 100 quid. I'm not prepared to do that, so get rid of that anyway. So we got to Tools, I do believe it's Batch Builder. I think it's generate new projects, that's it. So we want multiple panoramas per folder with a fixed number of images. That's the option we want. Images per panorama 4. Browse to the folder. Come down, where are we? The drive. Come down here. Original Photomatics results. Click OK. There's our images: 4 flat panorama, 4 flat panorama, 4 flat panorama. Click generate projects. Let's see what happens, shall we? Would you like to send the generated batch list to the batch stitch now? If the batch stitch is currently active, this will play, so we go for it. There we go, and off it goes now, trying to stitch images for us automatically. Sometimes you have to go and add some extra control points, but let's see what luck we have for this first one, shall we? Come on, baby. Go to the second one. Looks like there's 18, I think, in that batch list. So I think we can actually come down here to the Explorer. Come down to there. Come down to the folder. Be quiet. Come down to original images, Photomatic results, and there we go. We've got a panorama there already. Look. I'll open that up. I'll open with photos. We'll just have a quick look. Look at that. Look how sharp that is. Gorgeous colours. Obviously, and then you've got the Zenith, which is the top, and the Nadir, which is the bottom. We're going to do something like that in some software later on. I can just cut a slice there,
and paste it down to the bottom and stretch it out. It creates like a hazy feature. We can put a logo there. I've got some other software to do something with that as well. We'll have a look at that later on. So we'll keep that software stitching. Come out of that. See if we've got any more stitched yet. So we've got no one stitched there. I've got one stitched there. Some might have failed to stitch. We'll just double check. Yeah, we've got one that's failed to stitch there. We might have to go back. So these are stitched and this one's failed to stitch. 26, 27, 28. So we'll go back and do that manually. I wanted to check one indoors first. Let's have a look, see what they look like. Open with photos. Yeah, that's looking good. You can look, because it's HDR, you can see inside the building. There's no blown out highlights. Look through, you can see clearly through the glass. Look at that. No blown out highlights. It's pretty much perfect, if I may say so myself. And it's hard to get an image like that without doing an HDR processing, to be fair, because you've got HDR processing. As I said earlier, when I was taking the photos, you take a properly exposed shot indoors, an overexposed shot, and an underexposed shot, and you blend them all together as we've just done, which creates this image here. So you got no, I mean, that's really come out really, really good. I'm really pleased with that. Really good. Look at that. That's sharp, that is. I mean, you don't get that on a normal photograph. You'd be hard pushed. I've done some work for just basic interior standard shots. Put HDR on with a nice wide angle lens and you are laughing. It makes you look like you know what you're doing. Let's open up another one. It's stitched perfectly, that one, so I was quite is that the same one? No, a different one. I can't see any stitching. It's stitched pretty good. A little mark there maybe. Because there's so many points here and there's so many nooks and crannies and angles, it's managed to stitch it quite well. If you have some blank walls, there's a little bit there. If you have blank walls, you sometimes get troubles, but they're looking good so far. Really good. Let's have a look at another one, a classroom, perhaps. Let's have a look at this one. Open with photos. I'm opening with photos because it's pretty quick. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. It's all right. That's good. Little bonus tip quickly for you people. I use Pano 2VR to. I used to use Pano 2VR to do all my virtual tours for Google, but I've changed software now. But I sometimes use it to cover the floor. So, for instance, there you got the floor covered. Let's call it a patch there. You can see the patch tool on the left here, and you click on that. You click on the bottom floor there, and you put on the left. You put blurred cover, and you click apply, and then you'll see blurred cover over on the right here. You can adjust the size of that. But because my tripod was out quite far, when I had the blurred cover, I'll show you in a minute. What the blurred cover does, it takes pixels from around the circle. What happens is, because I'm close to the chairs there, you get this awful brown colouring there because it'll take the pixels there. Hasn't done it on this one because I've edited it. I'll show you what I mean. If I come back to one of these, that's okay. It did it the same with the stall, but I'll show you in a minute if I can find one which needed doing. I think it was this one. So this is how wide my actual tripod area is. Miles too wide, really. I should have brought the tripod legs in a little bit more. But I was worried about stability. So, little quick tip for you. And we go about doing this. Right, okay, so we go Show in Explorer. So it's that one there. Open with Affinity Photo, which is my preferred software. I used to use Photoshop years ago until it became like a monthly subscription, so I gave up with it. I think I paid for this. I started using this free version, but I think I paid for this. It wasn't too expensive. Open it up in there. There's my equirectangular image. Sorry, I can't even speak this morning. One method you can do is get the selection tool. You can make a selection of pixels across there, right across the top there. Copy, paste, and then drag it down. It gives you a similar sort of image. But I've found out a new way now. Layer, a live projection, equirectangular projection. And it opens up as an equi image, which is pretty good. I look down on the image like so, because I want to make this smaller. So I'm going to edit. I could do the whole lot. Come over here to the patch tool. If the patch tool is not showing, just click and hold. There you go. And what we do now is just drag over the selection and move our mouse over there to somewhere. If we can find a decent bit of, there's not much. Trying to find a, I'm still going to put a patch in the bottom of this anyway, so I'll leave it there, I think, because that marries up quite nice. Click, press it a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, it leaves it in location, so I'll leave it like that. That will now update that image. A bit slow because I've got a few computers a bit old now. Come on, right, that's that done. I just want to do this a little bit as well, because I'm still going to put a patch in the middle here, but I just want to do this piece as well. So I'm going to, same time again, I've got the same tool selected. So if I go like so, and bring it over to here, just trying to find a, what about marry that light there? Look, that looks pretty good. And you can adjust the size at that point, but if I click it again, that will do me. As I say, I'm still going to, I could play about. I mean, there's another tool here on the left, just to in painting brush tool is quite handy, so I could do that if I want. I think that drags pixels from around and drags them in. Now, before you save this image, that will do. So I'm going to put, as I say, I'm going to put a tripod circle there, but I'm not now. It means I can put a smaller circle there, not a massive big circle. Don't forget, come up to layer, live projection, remove projection. You want to get the image back to the equi image. And that will come back to the equi rectangular image. Let it do its bit. There you go. Now just go File, Save. Close that down. Don't want to save it again. I'm going to close that software down as well. That's updated that now. So you'll see that's updated. If you saw, that's automatically updated. Looks a little bit better, but I'm still going to put the circle there anyway. So what I'm going to go now, I'm going to go to the one next door. Oh, that's quite big actually. It's probably one that wanted doing. This one here is a nice little small one. That's the size I'm looking at. If you come up to the right here, blur the cover, I'll literally go copy, come to the one I've just got, paste. And update that with a create circular cover. It's going to do a circular cover for me. There you go, that'll do. I want that size on all of them, really. For instance, this one's a bit big, look. How big's that? If I drag that in, very slow, but I think you'll see the tripod showing you will there. So if I delete that, I'm going to do the same again with that one as well, actually. I did this last night, so I'm going to go right click, show in Explorer. Up in Explorer there, open with, show you one more time, Affinity Photo. Affinity Photo opens up. Layer, live projection, equi projection. Down on the floor like so. I mean, you could edit the floor really, really well and not use the circle cover at all. Over to the left again, patch tool. Oh, God. What's happening there? Patch tool. Round we go like so, and then we need to try and find an area. You just literally move the mouse about there. Look at that. If I go near that ladder, see, like you'll see it's picking up the ladder. So go away. I mean, I think that will some darker pixels. I'm looking on the left there at the moment. I've got that to do me, I reckon, about there. Click it a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, and it puts that in place. I could use the clone brush tool and some other tools if I wanted to, but that will do me because I'm still going to put the patch there. I mean, that will do. Look, I think that's pretty good. Yep. So go layer, live projection, remove projection. So we go back to your normal image. Before you save it, you must go back to the normal image. Otherwise, you end up saving it like that. Wait. Come on, baby. You can do it. Don't crash on me. This computer is about 15 years. There you go. Right, there you go. File, save, shut the whole lot down. We go back to me. That's updated that little already. So if I go to that one there, I've got my little patch there. I'll right click, copy, go to that one, right click, paste. A bit of a smaller patch there, look a bit neater. There you go. So I've got a small one for the carpet. I mean, I've got to the stage now where I can take these off actually. That's all for now. So next job is to go and create the virtual tour. The images are done, I've exported them. Final piece of the puzzle, people, is to create a virtual tour and upload it to Google Business page or to Google Maps. I used to use Pano 2 VR for this, but someone recommended me quite a while ago 3D Vista virtual tour. I think I wanted to do a video or something like that soon. I can't remember now, but I've used this to great effect. For various projects, but today I'm just going to use it for a virtual tour. So we're going to click on new projects, select a skin. It doesn't really matter what skin we're going to use because it's not going to be a standalone tour, it's going to be just a Google virtual tour. You've got a load of different options here. I won't bore you with import panorama because I've done all my stitching, etc. And it's going to be a standard panorama. It's none of these adaptive stuff or anything like that. Standard panorama. Fly through is really quick. Here's my panoramas all stitched and edited. The floors edited, ready to go. So I drag, select the whole lot of them, and it reads them in. There they are. They're all in. Now you can go into tours and skins and panoramas, photos, etc. But we're not going to do any of that at all. No hotspots, nothing. We're just going to click publish. So you got different publish options here. We're not going to. First of all, we're going to do it on edit Google Street View. So we're going to click uncheck this. Different options here. I've used this to great effect. Anyway, I'm already logged in. I've got a profile there. So anyway, let's go editor, Google Street View editor. This is where I get the address, and I need the address now. The job I did. So I'm look on Google Maps. First of all, it says select which ones you want. I'm going to just select all. Click done. They're all there on a minute. There you go. So I want to add business. Top left, business place. Was it JTL or JLT? Let me find that. I'm just going to search on my phone. JTL. Phoenix Court. It's come up at the bottom there. There you go. And I can't see it at the moment before it's zooming. So if you come out here, you can't see it. But if you zoom in, there it is there. So we want to add a business place there. So I'm not quite sure what this is at the moment because it's a bit blank. So if I go onto satellite, I can see there. I remember there's a Jewson's Builder's Yard there. So if you remember, I took one shot there, and in the building we went. So first panorama basically I'm going to drag approximately there. So go back onto there, I'm going to drag it on there. Now this is the corner building there, so I'm going to look around on the right hand side, left click and drag my mouse, and that view there is that view there, so I'm going to just drag that around like so, bring it to about there. Now when I aim towards the area where my next panorama was, which is about there, that's looking pretty good. I can move that slightly, get rid of that out of the way, so I'll drag my next panorama onto the screen. Right. Doors, let's say about there. So that's got to go about. When I was facing that panorama, it's got to go about there. Left click, drag it, click on that one. That's looking about right there. Now, put your mouse near it. There's a bit hit and miss, so I'm going to come away now. If I go near my thumb, it's not having it. Look, there you go. It works, and I can drag it a bit further over now. So I know my tour came here and there, and there. Right, go back. Sorry, I know my tour came here and in. So if we look now, we can see number one's there on the right side of that screen. But I remember we was about here. So that's got to go. So this has got to be moved a bit, I reckon. About there, it's probably a bit further out actually. In actual fact, did this earlier. That's it. Then come back. You don't want to join this one up for obvious reasons. Don't forget, if you can't really move this about now, that's fixed. We're pretty much where you want it. So if that's not in the right place, if you look on the screen there, number 3 is not in the right place. So that tells me that's got to be moved. Really, that's better. That's it. Right, number 4 was through the doorway somewhere like so. That's it. Oops, that's right. Right, okay. Right, leave it with me, people. I'm going to save this and carry on, and then I'll be back when I publish it. Open Google Maps. It's published. It's literally a second later. I've opened Google Maps. I've gone on to the address in Google Maps, JTL, training provider at this address, and I've come down on the left here. Also, this will show up on. Depends on your device, but it will show up on your mobile phone. So I come down here. I'm just going to look at latest today. Click on there. Boom. There you go. There's the tour. Basically, they're not joined up properly yet. It's not fully published, but they're individual at the moment. Individual 360s. But at a later date, they'll all be. You'll see the joined up lines there. So we can go in each room. And my name's top left on the corner there. If you see that, John Goulding, published 2024. You used to have my business address there, but I think they stopped doing that now. But now at a later date, give it tomorrow, the day after, a week later, these you'll have the arrows. It will be joined together. Each panorama that I've published, literally, I mean, this literally seconds later. Each panorama that I've published has its own URL, its own address. There's my small floors, which looks lovely. As I say, it's not fully joined up yet, but each panorama has its own address, so you can embed this into your website, any panorama you want. And once those are joined together, obviously, you'll just there you go. So let's see. Cool. So what you can do, for instance, embed this one into your website, and a client can, or potential client can click on, or customer can click on the link and walk through your entrance into the training, into the property. Hope that's been of some interest, people. I'm going to end the video there. It's been a bit of a long-winded video. If you'd like a virtual tour of your company, let me know. I still do it part-time, and it's a fantastic way of getting your business on the internet and on the map, on Google Maps. As you can see, you get all this come up as well as your standard photographs. So you got if we go like all here, got a couple of standard shots there. This is Google stuff, I think. So you got your arrows there. Look, eventually mine arrows, these arrows will join up to my arrows. This is out of date, that is, but these arrows will join up to my ones, and you'll be able to just jump into the business and a full walk around tour. And as I say, each one's got an address, its own address, so you can embedded into your website. So I'm still doing this part-time. It's quite an interesting little job. It's fantastic to promote your business. Hotel, restaurant, bar, whatever, training centre like this. Hope the client's pleased. I'll edit this video now and send them the link, make sure they're happy with it, and send over the invoice. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe.